Hi, Kimberly. Thank you for having this meeting with Rethink Retail. Kimberly is the CEO of Women of Color Retail Alliance and a top retail expert in Rethink's community. How are you doing today?
Great. I'm doing great because I'm getting so many opportunities to talk about the Women of Color Retail Alliance.
And so, just to elaborate a little bit more, what are you working on? Tell us about the organization.
Yeah, so the organization was formed so that we could ensure that women of color succeed and thrive in the retail industry, and that we can elevate women of color so that the C-suite becomes diversified and we can transform the industry.
What trends do you currently see in the retail space regarding women of color to make you take this initiative or create this organization?
Yeah. The trends aren't good, right? They were doing really well, in 2021 when everyone was focused on this initiative. And I hate to call it an initiative because it should be just part of the ecosystem, right? But they were focused on it. But now here we are in 24 and the numbers have gone back to pre-COVID, right? So 2018, we backslid as it pertains to women of color in retail and moving through the leadership pipelines. It's getting worse instead of better because we're no longer part of the conversation. So I want to ensure that we stay in the conversation because it's economic to me. It's all about economics. And 65% of women of color are the leaders of their households. They are the main breadwinner or the majority breadwinner. And if they aren't getting promoted, if they're not moving forward in their jobs, then they're either hourly or they're at an entry level corporate, and that you can't raise a family on that. When I entered this industry, like I was 21 years old, coming out of college, making like $21,000, and now that number is maybe 45, but you can't live on $45,000. So.
With the numbers plummeting so drastically, what actions is your organization planning on taking to implement change?
Yeah, so here's what we do. We sit down across the table from C-suite leaders and we ask very direct questions. We want to know, we know what your numbers are because we have everyone's ESG reports. Why is that? What can we do to help you? And oftentimes we're said, they hear, well, we don't know where to find talented women of color. We don't know, and so we've started a recruiting service. Okay. Oh, we can't bring them in because they don't see people who look like them, and they don't know, we don't know really how to show them how great this community is. Okay, so we also have special services to help people acclimate to the different cities. Those things. Then the other thing is isolation, right? No one wants to move to be isolated, right? Because that's a thing. And so we have networking across the country where we not only network, but it's very focused on the position, the rank, and we bring in professionals. So we do career strategy. We talk about, if you're interested in sourcing, we bring in sourcing professionals. And we also bring in leaders so they can meet these incredible, talented women of color that they don't know exist.
Do you currently have any events upcoming for your organization?
Well, I was just at one yesterday, and the next one is Thursday. We've partnered with LinkedIn and LIM College, and we're doing a personal brand. How do you build your personal brand, and then how do you tell your story on LinkedIn? So that's our next event.
And what date? What date would that be?
Oh, the 21st, and it's virtual. So if they go on LinkedIn and go to WOCRA Retail Alliance, they'll learn more about that.
Amazing. Well, Kimberly, is there anything else you'd like to leave us with about your organization?
Yeah, the one thing I hear all the time, Aliyah, is that we are a DEI venture. We are not a DEI venture. We are an organization that's focused on economic empowerment and inclusion. It's not about DEI. And here's why I say that. If we close the leadership gap and the pay gap that is a result of the leadership gap, if we had done this 20 years ago, we would have added almost $12 trillion to the U.S. economy, right? It's economic.